Alright guys, so today has been a really long day. It's been a pain in the ass. I took that stupid world history semester exam. It was pain in the fucking ass. But I'm over with that, and today I'm gonna go check out a movie that just barely opened in theaters today, The Greatest Showman. I'm really excited for this movie. This is a movie that I've been wanting to watch for ever since I saw the first trailer. I was hooked onto this movie. There's so many reasons to why I want to watch this movie. You know, the casting of Hugh Jackman, Zac Efron, Zendaya, Michelle Williams, the music, which I haven't heard the full soundtrack, but the music that I've heard in the trailers has been really catchy, and it really makes sense since the people who wrote the songs in this movie wrote the songs from La La Land, so that makes a ton of sense. And you know, this movie just it looks colorful, it's bright, the production design looks really good, so I'm really excited to check out this movie. So yeah, I'm about to head to the theater in a few minutes, so I'll see you guys there. Alright guys, so I watched The Greatest Showman. It's a movie that I've really been curious about because you know, this movie isn't 100% accurate. It's not a true story. It just says that it's pretty much inspired by the story of P.T. Barnum, and he basically created one of the most successful circuses, which sadly came to an end earlier in 2017. Um, it was like a circuit, like I forgot what they were called, the Ringling Brothers circus, something like that. It was I actually been to a few of them when I was a little kid, and I had so much fun at every one of those circuses that I went to. And like I said, it came to an end in early 2017, so it's kind of nice to have this movie come out in the same year where the show kind of came to an end, because I believe this lasted about over 100 years. So that's pretty successful right there. So this movie, it's a musical based on P.T. Barnum's life. This movie is inspired by his life and his successful work that he's done with his, you know, very famous circus that has been going on for more than 100 years. And I actually thought this was a true story, just adding on the musical elements in this movie. But no, it's just inspired on his life. While I did think that they could have pulled it off with actually telling a true story, I kind of really liked what they did here. Like, just alone, just kind of having its own musical and just kind of having the backdrop of P.T. Barnum and what he created, I think it's a pretty original way to tell its story. Now, he might have ended his role as Wolverine in 2017, but Hugh Jackman keeps on proving to us that he could still do other roles that are not Wolverine, because he is absolutely fantastic in The Greatest Showman as P.T. Barnum. This guy has talent. We all know he's talented acting wise, but he's also very talented when he sings. He lends a very nice, you know, a very nice singing voice to the music in this movie. He just kind of makes the music even better as well. Michelle Williams in this movie is also very good, and so is Zac Efron and Zendaya. Zac Efron, I know he could sing. I seen him in High School Musical. I seen him in other movies. And I loved him in this movie as well. I just didn't know how to feel when I first heard that Zac Efron was gonna be in this movie, but I really liked him in this movie. And Zendaya, you know, she's very talented, and I really like that she's getting these, you know, these bigger roles in Hollywood. First in Spider-Man: Homecoming, she had a smaller role in that movie, but she has a much bigger role in this movie, and I really liked her in this movie. Now, I was a little disappointed in this movie, story-wise, because the story does seem to lack at times. This movie relies on the music a lot to tell its story. Like, every time any character in this movie is going through any type of conflict, they just break out to a musical number, which is a very unique way to tell its story, which I really love. But anything else from there when it's telling its story, I just wasn't really feeling it all that much, even though it's a good story and all. I just feel like there was something missing right there. Now, the people who wrote the music for the movie La La Land wrote the music for the soundtrack for this movie. Just about every song had me in awe in the theater while watching this movie. The music here, it's very good. It's without a doubt the best thing of this movie. My personal favorite in this soundtrack is The Greatest Show, which is one that they start off with when the movie starts. And I don't know why I love that song so much. I don't know if it's the beats, but it mainly has to do with the fact that the way that Hugh Jackman delivers his lyrics to that song, it's perfect. And the most popular song in the soundtrack, This Is Me, which is getting a lot of fame and it's being recognized a lot. And I'm glad it is because it's a very good song. It really has to deal a lot with the theme in this movie, which basically the theme in this movie, for people who work for P.T. Barnum and his circus, they are of many shapes and forms. This song really has to do a lot with them, and the theme in the movie is basically kind of being fine with who you are. This movie does take just a little bit of time to kind of develop the main characters. But for the time that they're developed, I think it's fine because just about 45 minutes into the movie, you already know who these characters are, and you basically know them well. I also forget to mention how good the stunt work for the musical numbers are here. They are very impressive. Just my main flaws are that I just wasn't a fan of how this story was handled, aside from them breaking into musical numbers when they're facing a problem. But aside from that, from every other of its storytelling, I just wasn't a big fan of. And not only that, but I think that there are a few things in this movie that could have been left out, and the movie still would have been fine. But it's still a very entertaining movie with fantastic musical numbers and fantastic visuals. And, everything about the music is good in this movie. I'm just telling you guys that. I might like it even more on a rewatch, maybe even love it. But for now, just the story kind of disappointed me. It's what let me down about this movie. But I do think that this is a movie that you should watch on matinee or on a discount day. But anyways, I'm going to give The Greatest Showman a B. I was like this close to giving this movie a B plus, but I'm sticking to a B for now. Yeah, this is a pretty good movie. I'm just fascinated how good the music in this movie. I cannot get over the music. Soundtrack, it's very good. But anyways, have you guys seen The Greatest Showman, or have you listened to the soundtrack? If you guys did, what did you guys think about it? Please let me know in the comment section down below. As always, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.